Effective flirting techniques. According to Reddit. Number I don't know if it's the best, but it's definitely the most memorable. I was at the gym and had been honestly taking things to the extreme for quite a while. I wasn't listening to my body. I suddenly got very dizzy and my sight went white. On the realization that I was about to pass out, I slowly lowered myself down to the floor. One of the guys working out came swooping in to grab me and prevent my head from hitting the floor. He laid me down and tried to get me to remain conscious, asking all sorts of questions that required some concentration, like what day of the week it was, who the president is, etc. When he saw that I was okay and recovering, his questions became flirty. What was my name? What's my number? Now that he's become my knight in shining armor, can he take me on a date sometime? It really made me laugh and feel better just by him being so lighthearted about it, and he got my number. Well, talk about like a great situation. You know, if it weren't for men watching women like a hawk at the gym, this kind of situation could have gone terribly. What if she was going to pass out and hit her head on the ground? Okay. He saved her. He came and he put his hands on her to save her. And thank God he wasn't unattractive, because you have no idea how this might have gone if it were, she'd be like, ah! Oh my God, I kind of want to pass out just to get away from this. You know? Shit, it could have gone real different. Oh my God, get your hands off of me. I'm pressing charges, please. And some other guy's just like, oh, but what about me, darling? And she's like, oh, fuck. Oh, I think I'm gonna fall again. Can you grab me? Okay, now we're talking. Now we're talking. Hello to everybody on here. Hoping you're having a wonderful day. It's lovely to see you. Ninja, Thomas, Bradley, Alante, Pandarin, Ariana, True Silver, M. Stanfield. I don't know why I had to say it like that either. Candor, Romeo, been a while, great to see you. Linda, Tommy, EJO. This dude say, hey man, I need a girl. Well, you came to the right list, man, you know. Fuck the list. I'm gonna be the one equipping you with some of that hot, guaranteed, assured, you know, you could have a tiny pee-pee even energy, and they won't know. It'll be too late. A hippo? Where'd you get that emoji? As we continue up this list, we arrive. Damn, it looked like 17 had a bunch of rewards. Let me just read that really quick. I love the phrasing of the question, and I will use it from now on. How did you and mom meet? She did flirting to me. Well, now this makes me wonder how the question was asked to get the maximum waka waka comedy out of the joke. The question in this thread is phrased, girls of Reddit, what was the best flirting technique someone did to you? Brilliant. Stop, Kyle. You're doing the flirting too hard. Flirting 10 times 10. His body can't take that much flirting. Yamcha, all right, you're dead. 'Cause of Cybermen. Time to get back to some porn. Is that a good Roshi idea? Yep. Damn it, Gohan. The balls are inert, Gohan.
Can't wait to get to that.
Oh, for real? I'm sorry, I gotta shut up. I'm the worst. Stop quoting where we're not even at. Number 15, okay? Numbers 15. I don't know if it's the best, but it's definitely the most memorable. I was at the gym. No, it was the same one. So good, I'll read it again. Okay?
Look at the chat. We're all sharing some of our favorite animals.
Yeah, this is like the happiest you've ever been in chat.
Oh boy, I picked the right day to come Kyle chat, pick all my animals. I'm so happy. And not the hippo.
They both chose the hippo. What does that say? There's something going on between Candor and Linda. They both chose the hippo. Interesting. Dia chose the monkey. Big monkey. Yeah, typical. You know, it's like Dia choose monkey, Kyle, monkey Kyle. What's she trying to say? You know?
I didn't choose the monkey. Stop calling
The monkey
her.
chose her. That's what she's saying. I didn't choose the monkey. The monkey chose me.
They're an ape.
Oh, wow. Don't call me names.
Shut up. I said it's an ape.
Linda says, rhino. Plasty. Bradley says, shark. Yeah, he wins. That's probably the, I don't know. Next to me, that Dia chose? Dia choose monkey, man. Only way it's gonna get beaten is if Godzilla emoji come in here, and none of y'all got that. I like elephant. Sloth. Wow, that's a really good looking sloth. Wow. Are these like YouTube specific? I didn't know there was a penguin either. Penguin's beautiful. Wow. You know, this could be the whole chat, honestly. This could be the whole stream. Spider-Man says, what up? Appreciating some animals. There's a unicorn in there. That's not real. Dia. I feel like that cheapens the rest of it. Also the other animals get full body and the unicorn's just like, I'm so not real, it's just my head. Meaning, even if they gave it the, the full body treatment, you probably wouldn't be able to make out the horn on its head so well if it were that spaced out. Even if you gave it the whole white horse, like colored hair. Oh wow, Romeo, you're really taking it down to the molecular level. Shut up, Kyle. Continue up this list. Number 14. We were classmates in college, and one morning I called him on my way to school. I lived over an hour away, and we usually called and chatted while I drove. Complained about a headache. When I got to school, he was there with ibuprofen, water, and one of those yogurt parfait thingies. It's funny, Dia, because shit like this, in my opinion, shows me that I think some girls operate under the impression that so many of their guy friends are just friends and they are not interested in taking it further. And that's the stupidest thing in the world, because yes, ladies, you probably look at some men and make a decision within the first couple of moments whether or not you are interested in fucking them or a relationship with them. And when you decide the answer is no, you assume that they will, in a way, get with that program, like they'll understand where you're coming from. But nah, nigga, you ladies in some dudes' heads will forever be the girl they would fuck as soon as they get the chance. The girl that they would say they would get into a relationship with as soon as they get the chance.
Darling, what if it's the other way around?
What do you mean, what if it's the other way around?
A guy thinking that all a girl wants to be is his friend?
It doesn't work like that for men.
It does. There are plenty.
No. From the girl's perspective, sure. Do you know what I mean?
What do you mean?
Okay, well,
I mean like a guy who purely just wants to be friends with any females that they may be friends with. But of course there will be girls that are friends with guys that, obviously just like a dude would immediately be up to, screwing around if they ever got the chance. But those dudes, don't see them anything more than just a friend.
call me rude because I view it as different, dear, but I do.
It really isn't.
I don't know.
It really isn't.
I think it's different, dear, because
Unfortunately, it could be even, in a sense, worse to be a man in that situation.
let me say it like this also.
Fucking crazy.
As aware as I am that there are men and women who are both oblivious when it comes to, social cues. Let's call it that, okay? So here's the sad part. A guy, even though he understands that a girl doesn't want to fuck him and doesn't want to be with him, he will still sit in this waiting and ready position, as terrible as it is to say, for the potential that she will lower her standards, that she will inevitably have a lapse in judgment, whether she gets drunk, whether she gets dumped, whether something's going wrong in her life. And she knows that she can reach out to this one person who will be there. You know, potentially everybody else is busy. They have their own life. Potentially the guys that she's been hoping will pay attention to her for as long as they have will make it apparent in many more ways than one that no, they do not choose you. And if not a moment of weakness, or, you know, perhaps she's finally just broken down in a way where she realizes, bro, I'm not going to get what I want, those dudes will always be waiting there. And I don't want to say that that's oblivion in a man's, on a man's behalf. I want to say it's almost like wisdom in a way. Okay. And here's why I say it's different. I would regard this situation that I'm describing as 90% of what some dudes are all about. They just sit there waiting, bro. Even if they don't convince themselves that there's the potential that it'll eventually happen. Maybe they're not even actively pursuing it. They're just hoping things fall into place, you know, because some guys will be sons of bitches. They'll really grease the wheels. They'll potentially even engineer like a breakup. You know, they'll potentially try to get the girl drunk or even date rape her or something weird like that. You know what I mean? Calling her over and then slipping or something. But my stance is that many men will wait. Okay? Whereas in my opinion, many women, and not all women, obviously, you got some crazy bitches that will really go far. I've told you about some of the things in my past where women have gone out of their way to actively and openly manipulate me. Yeah, because some women, when they see what they want, they know that they can get it and they're going to get it, you know? Men can be confident in that regard, but they can't really get away with it. They can't really lay down the law the way that a woman can, because women who are aware of their power understand that it is unrivaled. Long story short, 90% of these men will wait for these chicks, right? After the chick has made blatantly apparent, I don't want nothing to do with you. But, dear, the girl now, when the girl realizes that the guy's not about her, I think she accepts that in a kind of crippling, sad, and obliterating way. Would you agree? That en masse, normally, typically, when a dude makes it clear to a girl, bitch, not you, and she really understands that, she's not really waiting around or just hoping that he gets bored and finally takes her. Like, if he eventually goes, okay, yeah, why not? I'll have you. She would jump on that. But she's not after him the way, like, you want to know the girls who are down bad worse for their men are bitches that the dude let go. You know what I mean? Where he's like, look, thank you for coming here. We've had a couple of good years. I just think we're moving in different directions and I wish you the best in your journey. This bitch will just assume the position of a dog, Dia, and follow this dude around on her hands and knees. Even when he's in a new relationship, she's willing to be the side piece. You know what I mean? Will let her bust all kind of stupid and ignorant shit where she's basically on duty as the girlfriend still, like she is a real life, no unpaid secretary. Some of these females will just do anything for these guys. But outside of the context of a relationship, it is my experience, you know, based on the people that have come to me, that the women will kind of like a dog. Oh God, this is fucked up. It's just in my head the way that I'm picturing it, okay? You ever see a dog get kind of like put into a confined space? Or like, let's say they put like a big box over its head and they kind of resort to like, this is my life now type shit, where it's like super sad and they just lay their head down like, what am I going to do? I'm dead now. You know what I mean? That's how some girls are when they realize the dude they're after is not about them. You know, obviously you have some girls that are going to go crazy and they're going to go far and they're going to get what they want. They're going to manipulate and they're going to lie and they're going to blackmail. They're going to pressure you. But majority females, I think, just, boy, they get sad. They get detached. Maybe they go and they do something else as a reactionary thing. But a lot of the dudes, they shift down into that, okay, I will be here when you need me position. And you have personally had me, illuminate you to some things about men, Dia. Just because they're willing to play the waiting game doesn't mean they aren't ready and available as militant and what do I say? Do you get where I'm coming from when I say that, though? My bad. Long-winded. Ooh.
I mean, as much as I'd like to live in a utopia where, I could just be friends with a man, it's the same way with a dude. Most of the time, the girls that you have that you have as friends aren't just friends. They're waiting. Maybe they're not going to be pushy like a dude will be with a girl, but they are waiting. They're waiting for that moment where they can pounce at you and go, look at me, please be with me or something like that. I've seen it happen so many times that it's made me kind of sad towards them. It's like, why? There are so many other dudes that would love to be with you, but because you're so stuck on this one dude and you're friends with them, you're essentially making yourself miserable just waiting for this one dude to, get off of a relationship and be, so low that they're willing to fuck you. And it isn't, a way to say, oh, you're not even worth, trying to date when he's, all high and mighty. But, in most cases, that's unfortunately the case. Just like with a girl. A girl may do one of her friends because she's at, bottom of the barrel. And it kind of sucks. But that's how some people work.
It's pretty impressive to me because of the dynamic. And I know a lot of very attractive men and women who, through mental gymnastics, beat themselves down to that of an average. And that is really fucked and rude to say, but you guys got to understand, I work in the industry in a capacity where, as much as we'd love to pretend that a scale doesn't exist, nigga, it does, And when it comes to shit like being cast for things and being up for certain roles, you physically matter when it comes to your looks more than other people who perhaps are not as naturally beautiful, who have not, put certain work into their appearance, etc. And I can openly say that you would think the dynamic between just average people is very, very crazy in that, maybe a woman has a lot of suitors that she is willing to turn down. And this is just average, not even like, a girl that's putting herself out there, that's super attractive, whether it's, physically or talented, and maybe she can get people's interest that way. This is just like your average motherfuckers walking in and out of their stupid work or school situations that are garnering attention from their peers. There are a lot of girls who have mad suitors that, of course, can go, bro, I don't like you, I don't like you, I don't like you, I don't like you. This guy really wish would like me back, but he doesn't really. But with dudes, the dynamic, of course, typically among averages are just like, man, oh, I wish she would give me a chance. I wish she would give me a chance. Oh, I wish she would give me a chance. I wish she would give me a chance. It's just nothing but chicks that's like not interested. And I'm letting you know that even with the attractive people, Dia, they mentally bust themselves down so many notches that they can make their own shit difficult. Because sex ain't hard. You understand? Especially for an explosively attractive motherfucker. Finding people, swiping right in certain apps, and just figuring out who the hell you gonna, line up those genitals with. Clear that runway. Get some people with those glowing, here you go. But, mentally, when they regard themselves as not enough and all of this bullshit, it's like maximum hilarious because they put so many obstacles. It's just like everybody else, I guess, where we make our own obstacles and we provoke our own failure because we're getting in our own way. Sasuke says, should I take notes? There's nothing to take notes on right now. It's just like sad that with all the hurdles that we already have in front of us, regardless of who we are, that we sometimes place more in our way and make things even more difficult for us. It's pretty wild. Sad in a way. Sad in a way.
It really is.
I need more titties, I guess.
Because I was on the receiving end of a lot of that.
Receiving end of what? Being the girl, the oblivious girl that didn't realize that a bunch of dudes were just waiting to...
No. Liking some of my dude friends and me never being the first choice. And after a while, it just kind of like... As you said, I gave up. I just stopped caring, and eventually just went with the flow. And if someone would come my way...
But I want you to recognize that as a female, I think you can admit that it didn't dominate your mentality, the idea that as soon as this person's available, I'm gonna be ready to fuck them, to be in a relationship with them, whatever. But dudes do operate like this. Call them nice guys, call them incels, call them dweebs that are just waiting for some chick. But many dudes, when it is made clear to them that the girl's not interested, that the girl doesn't want a relationship, they still just decide to wait. And they'll wait for as long as it takes in their mind to hopefully get this opportunity, even if the girl has made it clear, nah, I'm not down for that. Girls, they can get the picture. They can get the program or get with the program. They can understand he's not into you. But men, bro, need to be fucking told she's just not that into you. She's just not that into you. Oh, but I'ma just wait. And in a story like this, it was kind of paralyzing to see, oh shit, I bet you in this dude bringing this girl this water, this ibuprofen, this yogurt parfait, she probably realized, oh my God, this guy's not just talking at me, he's listening to me. And all of the dudes that she wants to be bent over by, they don't do that. They would never do that. And it's like, I don't know, I guess it's some of these dudes' dreams where they can slowly chip away at a person until they get them right where they want them, or just show them over time that they care in ways that other people don't. But, it's that persistence. It's that willingness to be a decent friend, I guess, by different people's standards. It's a kind gesture, and sometimes that's all it takes. And I'm sorry that I flew off on that. It was just fun because it did remind me that some women are completely and utterly oblivious to the dudes that are situated around them that they have no idea are waiting. And the reason that they don't consider them as candidates or potential anything is because in their head, they have made the decision, I don't want to be that person. So they assume that the other people are on the same page, on the same wavelength, and it couldn't be further from the truth.
I think the other thing that contributes to it is that in some cases the guys never confess that they are into that girl. So even if
I don't think girls are oblivious on many scenarios. Of course, the girl doesn't have a clue, but I think that typically girls are well aware without any kind of confession that the dudes feel the way that they do. And to be honest, it's almost like a tactful, a socially, we're not going to kind of explore that territory because it would be awkward with me putting you in your place. And I don't consider that even leading them on. I think it's just like, bitch, you need to learn to socially pick up that I'm not reciprocating. You know what I mean?
Well, that's different from girls that are oblivious.
Yes.
Girls that understand that this person likes them, yes, but I'm talking about the girls that are oblivious, that unless the guy confesses, they'll never know. And I think that in some situations of those, which I'm not saying are the norm or anything, but in some of those cases, I feel like if the guy were to confess their feelings for the girl might say yes. Even if it is just for a date, I feel like there are some chances of the girl, kind of reciprocating, even if, again, it is for a date. So no one should be afraid unless you want to live like me, where I just coasted for a while, and if someone matched up with me, then someone matched up with me. It's nice not trying. Someone else will do it for you.
When you're a girl.
Yes.
When you're a
I'll
girl.
have to agree with that. Back then, I didn't really think that it was because I was a girl or anything like that. I thought that it was, because eventually someone will be just as weird and nerdy as me. But it had nothing to do with me being a girl or my physical appearance, which I never really thought too highly of.
I guess the quickest thing that I could have said instead of going off on that long tangent was to say that I am just enamored by women as so oblivious that they can't understand that the men lining the walls with gifts and ears open and bright eyes, to greet them. I'm amused. I'm blown away. I'm just shocked every day that some of them don't recognize these dudes are into you, and that's why they act that way. Because the women who are taking over the world, they're fully aware that some of these dudes, they're at their beck and call, you know what I mean? And the whole game, them acting like they don't know, oh, thank you, you know what I mean? Like, they have no idea, like, why you're doing this, just like, oh, just keep doing some more, and maybe I'll figure it out over time, you know what I mean? But, shit. William Brown said, I thought you were just being nice. Oh, God. I have a boyfriend. You know what I mean? Pikachu de los Muertos. Oh, dude. Spider-Man says, I fell in love with Haley. Who's Haley? Haley Smith from the Seth MacFarlane show, American Dad? Kyle, you should get through more than one entry on this list and not take 27 minutes to do so. Can you imagine that? Number 14. We were classmates in college, and one morning I called him on my way to school because I lived about an hour away, and we usually just chatted while I drove. Complained about a headache. When I got to school, he was there with ibuprofen, water, and one of those yogurt parfait things. I almost made a comment once about my eyeliner running out, and he brought one to school the next day. He don't even know what kind of eyeliner you use unless you specified. She knew damn well what she was doing if she specified the kind of eyeliner. If some girl said I was running out of eyeliner, I wouldn't know what type she uses. She may have, like, not allergies, but, and again, it's like the thought that counts, but god damn, girl, you don't know? This bitch know. That's what's really crazy. I'm gonna have to keep this in my pants, this list, because I just want to dive out and be like, bitch, you know, dude, you playing with this guy? You playing with this guy that's bringing you all this stuff? Oh, man, I just wish that somebody would give me a little bit of money for me to go out and get some groceries right now. Oh, because I just run out of groceries. I don't have any toilet paper in this pandemic. What am I going to do? Here you go, darling.
Oh, my God, that's so nice.
11.
I just ran out of toilet paper. I can't believe it. What am I going to do? My Netflix just ran out and I need a new password. What am I gonna do? It's gonna give me a Netflix password. I just found this anime I want to watch, but it's on a platform that I don't own. If only I knew somebody. That would be so hot. It just makes my mouth water. Like, I gotta take this top off right now thinking about somebody if they had.
What's a anime platform? Crackle or some bullshit like that? I forgot Crunchyroll.
What the hell?
If I could only. No! Bradley says I can't afford babysitters right now. Can you imagine a dude so whipped that he is babysitting? No! You baby, take my glasses off.
Hey man, if anything.
You know what? Some people live that cuck life. You right.
No. So maybe they take a chance to make the kids like them. So that
Take a chance on me. Take a chance.
The kids will ask for the dude to come over.
And when your kid's begging to see, oh, I like him more, mommy. Not Ted. Ted bangs you too hard and makes you scream, mommy. Go with the other guy.
the eyeliner guy.
So look, I also made a comment once about my eyeliner running out, and he brought one to school the next day. You know what would be proper creepy? Is if he knew what eyeliner she used because he watches her like a hawk. Oh, I know exactly what eyeliner to get you, my darling.
I would be terrified.
Found out from his brother after we started dating that he had spent like an hour at the store asking the makeup employee for the right one since he had no idea what eyeliner pen was. We've been married for 4 years and now he's still a total sweetheart. Isn't it fun when girls just put up with some guy being ridiculous for a long time and then go, yeah, I guess I'll take him.
Whatever.
Number 13. You know, I started dating university's lone... What? I started dating the university's lone wolf and was extremely surprised to find out how incorrigible a flirt he was. He didn't speak my native language, he was not from my state, and my parents wouldn't have approved of our relationship. You know, I've only ever dated a girl stuffy like that, where the parents wouldn't approve. Once. You know, that's a crazy background where you're just like
my parents would never approve of a Capulet.
You're such a fucking douche, Kyle. Come on. It's a funny reference.
Continue.
Wherefore art thou, Romeo, before we get older and it's not hot? Fuck me, damn it.
What happened?
That's true. I like the fact that this person used lone wolf as a way to describe this motherfucker.
It threw me off, too. I dated the university's lone wolf. Is that how you viewed them?
I dated the university's bad boy. He was always wearing leather jackets and rode his motorcycle to class. My mother would never have approved of our relationship. He was too much of a bad boy. He would turn all of his amplifiers up to 11 in the midst of class, and people would try to teach a lesson, and he'd say, wow, 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 wow. And I believe my panties just dropped.
Yep.
When I told him I didn't want to lead him on, he said we would try our best, and if it didn't work out, he would take full responsibility for his broken heart, and I need not feel pressured. I'm gonna vomit. The feeling of liberation that I felt cinched the deal for me. Looking back, I am strangely touched by how he, an introvert, had allowed himself to be openly vulnerable in front of me. After 7 years of a solid relationship, which included 3 years of wearing my parents down to accept him, we got married a couple of months ago. You know, I'm my own person. I have my own opinions, and I'm free to find that story lame. Goodbye. Okay? A post by Flamboyanza, you know. I'm glad that their life could go the way that they wanted, even if as an anecdote, it's kind of whatever to me. Number 12. He bought me the book that I was looking for at the bookstore. See, I love this entry. Not only is it short, and that's not why I love it exclusively, but it's just quaint. And I think that the majority of people living their very normal lives do not waste their own time on a subreddit answering questions like this. Because even if we could answer many of these Reddit questions, we wouldn't know which ones would become popular. Not that we only need to be in the ones that are popular, but, you know, you got to be there at the right time that the question's being asked to get all the upvotes. It's just like, what we could do, hang around, ask Reddit, and then answer. Like, so what I mean to say is, as interesting as some of these questions are, the people with the most interesting answers are not going to be the ones to get upvoted because they may not even be available, you know, to answer the question. They may reach the question too late, you know, to answer and get any traction. And that's kind of sad. I'm like scrolling down because I saw that 11 was deleted. And I found one. But let's see if it is what I think it should be. We can only assume. Now, Number 11 has been deleted. Let me see if I can see any of the responses. This one says no apologies under it. And it is this one. So let's see what the deleted entry said. A guy I had met and liked walked me home one night, but was hesitant to be involved further once I found out he was much younger. Early the next evening, he went to the back door of my house and left a note with a bottle of wine, then knocked on the door and left. When I opened the door, the note said, "If you would like someone to share the bottle with, open the front door. If not, enjoy it alone." It was such a surprise and a kind gesture that I opened the door. We ended up having a 7-year relationship, even bought a house together. Things went a bit bad and we broke up, and later I found out he passed away from prostate cancer at the age of 38. What if he was just trying to separate himself from her because he knew that he was going poorly and didn't want her to see him deteriorate?
Don't fucking do that to me.
It's okay, Dia. Sometimes people, they don't want to put the people they love through something, so they have to, they swim away to die alone, Dia.
It's not, unfortunately, whether this person, wants
There just aren't enough big titties in the world.
euthanasia or something at some point, but I feel like when it comes to you being in a relationship with the other person, I feel like you should still tell them.
Yeah, and it's a fun personal thought, but some people do not work like that, and the way that they regard it as, hey, they would hurt this person more by making them feel disattached and then dealing with the loss. The person ends this post by saying, "He was such a kind person, hard to believe the world doesn't have him anymore. Sorry for the sad element. The fifth element. Big titties." That's my Matrix. You know what I mean?
Do you remember what the fifth element was?
The Fifth Element was a movie with a girl that had orange hair, and it was yet another one of those.
Yes, but in the movie context, do you remember?
Oh no, I don't remember that movie at all, thank God. Because from what I remember, it was a little sexier than it was supposed to be with that girl. Right? And I always think that's weird, especially when I see it in an anime, when like a girl is mentally like underdeveloped. Like in not Lane. What's that other crap that I was watching? Oh my God. What's that crap? Where it's like do 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 do.
By someone, I can't remember who.
The song is called Ilium. The anime is called Elfen Lied. And
Lilium. I thought it was like Lilium.
I thought it was called Ilium.
I thought it started with
Ilium. Ilium bone. What the fuck? Well, damn, I guess you're right.
Lilium.
Man,
No.
this shit tickling me in the bone. Gonna give me a big bone. Rest that bone between them tatters. The lilium is really a bone. No, the ilium is a bone. Lilium. You're gonna be right, Dia? What is the Elfen Lied song? Because we're not getting anything. Typing things.
There it is.
You're right, you son of a bitch, you do. Oh, isn't this that guy that does free music? Mew? Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So he did a piano version of this song.
Yep.
Come on, bring it in. Bring it in. Bing, bing, bing. Why isn't it playing? You're telling me there's 15 minutes of not 15 minutes. 15 seconds of this where you're not even playing anything? What the fuck is this? Is the whole video muted? It is. Anime copyright came down on this motherfucker and was like, what the fuck do you think this is? This isn't yours. You son of a bitch.
Damn. I'm telling you, the Japanese are just incredibly, just like Disney.
Copyright flying all over the internet.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
They protect the crap out of their things. They will. They will fight.
Cedric Collin, if you have to explain the fifth element, they're too young for you, bro. Hey. I don't know it. So, What's there to explain? I'm talking about in the movie, the orange-haired bitch is underdeveloped mentally, even if it is a fish out of water shtick. And whenever they do something sexual with a character, when it's implied that they're just like their mental state is diminished, it's fucking weird because it's like messing with a child. So Elf in the Ed was particularly awful because the girl was like naked all the time and she was not exactly undereducated, but when she would go to her amnesia, I'm just gonna vomit thinking about it. Not because it was super, super sick or anything, but it's just like the whole show was a fucking chore by the end of it. Really annoying stuff, man. You know, why are we talking about an anime that I don't even like? It's a real nightmare. So as we continue up this list, we arrive at number 10. He flirted with my dog first. Yeah, that's how some of y'all people get together. Yeah, you're walking your dog, you're having a good time, you're being weird. Oh, look at it. What's his name? Oh, geez, look at mine that I got. Yup. They really like each other. Wow, we should not deprave them of the ability to get together, have a good time. You know, these dogs, at the very least, they know how to show what they want and not beat around the bush, you know? Do you have a bush, you know, that I could beat in or around, you know? Just beat it, as Michael Jackson said. Dogs.
Those were words.
Look, that's how, you know, you repeat what I just said to a woman, and if she's not running, then she's in the bag. She is in the bag, you know? You could walk around with a club like an old caveman and let these hoes know. Don't get too cute, because you're going to get the club, okay? As 50 Cent used to say, go shawty, it's your birthday. We gonna party like it's your birthday. We gonna sip a Bacardi like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give a fuck because that's your birthday. Bonk. Number 9, just being genuinely nice. My boyfriend was too shy to flirt with me at first, since we were only friends. Wait a minute. When flirting is exclusively. Wait a minute. You guys are awful, okay? And I've got a big problem with it. So he texted me saying that I looked really nice the day after seeing me, and it was such a simple thing that it really made my day better. And that can let the person know you are interested in them. It doesn't need to be a big scheme. But what if this makes people think when you send them things that you look really nice, that you just thought that they looked really nice? Oh my god.
Here you go, good buddy.
Bro, Gajil, you're a badass. Thank you. And I don't deserve that from you, but oh my god. Chrome is muted. Somehow. I'm not sure how. Thank you, Gajil. That's why you couldn't hear the song. That's why I couldn't hear Lilium.
Yep.
Because it was muted. Darling, I noticed your dog walking in the meadow. And boy, did I want to give this bitch a bone, is what my head thought.
How dare you talk to me like that, sir?
What do you mean? I'm talking about your dog. It's a woman, right? And then you produce a bone for the dog. And she goes,
Oh.
Darling, I noticed that you're having a bit of trouble out here, so I thought that I might comb that hair, make all it go in the uniform position.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Let me show you, and then you produce a comb. So guys, you need to be walking around with a comb and a bone. And if you're a badass, you can make a bone comb. You know what I mean? 3D print that. It'll blow her mind. And then with all the saliva on the bone, you just take it out of the dog's mouth and start combing her hair. She'll be into it. If you guys haven't watched Elf and Lied, that song plays anywhere between 30 and like 50 times by the end of the anime. You want to watch an anime that seems to have 4 songs in its whole fucking catalog? No way! Look at all of those, sorry, the super bing bong chats always amuse me. Look at all of that landing. Thank you, Cedric Cullen, for this hot titty, I love it. Somebody slid in Crystal Dynamics fixed the game. But yes, Gajeel, Cedric, you guys are the hotshot bing bong boys. You know, may the world bow to your glory. May you not even need bone combs to bring these hoes home. You can make a hoe phone home without a bone comb. I did it. I said a ridiculous thing this stream. Nobody's gonna top that. I might as well type it. You can make a hoe phone home without a bone comb. That makes sense contextually in this stream. Tell yourself that there's a more entertaining douche out there that's saying dumber things regularly, like it's a challenge to himself. You can make a hoe phone home with a bone comb. Can you repeat that for me, please, Dia? Dia?
Repeat what?
Never mind. Everybody with big titties, just repeat this and maybe even frame it. If you guys want to frame it and put it on a wall, it can be like the new Live, Laugh, Love. People come over to your house and go, you can make a hoe phone home without a bone comb? What does this mean? They might even not say anything to you. They might Google it. They might take a picture of it and then Google it later and be like, what the hell is going on with this? Maybe it'll send them down a rabbit hole and they'll think that it's somehow associated. They'll be trying to solve all kinds of riddles and online puzzles like Cicada or some shit because of the bone comb. What?
I wouldn't be able to do it.
You wouldn't be able to do what?
The little tongue twister you put in.
It's not a tongue twister. You can make a hoe phone home without a bone comb.
No, to me it's a tongue twister.
You can make a hoe phone with a bone comb. I'm sorry, number 8, okay? Time to read comments and build XP. Bitch, you ain't getting no XP in the comment section, you fucking raggedy. This guy had to comment on the list. So now I have to scroll down and make up for lost bing bongs, okay? Number 18. I was playing my 3DS and the train... Nope, try that again. I was playing my 3DS on the train and a guy was seated across from me. He said to me, "Excuse me, can I ask what you're playing?" And we struck up a conversation. I was so engaged that I almost missed my stop. Afterwards, we would sit and talk on our way home, and he started gifting me books from his work. That's when I asked him out. What? The person was playing Animal Crossing New Leaf. You know how cute that is? That you're playing Animal Crossing on a train and somebody starts talking to you? Can I please get like some Animal Crossing? Wait, that's my own video. What's happening? As we get back to Animal Crossing New Horizons theme. You know why I hated playing that game and listening to people talk about how cozy it all was, especially when they couldn't decorate for shit. I really hope to God that Genshin Impact doesn't do decoration well, because if I'm gonna end up playing it, I love that stupid shit.
It looks like for now it seems to be a bit limited in how much you can decorate.
But what will it grow into?
But it'll probably expand a little bit the more people ask for things.
If I were a girl, I would take my top off and shake my titties for Genshin Impact's Animal Crossing mode. And that would help it grow. That would help it grow. It wouldn't be the only thing it would help grow too. Thank you.
What?
And I did it all without a bone comb. Hello to PB&J. Why are you playing music over music? Like, this is what an insane person does. How to survive in a pool of leeches. What will you do? You're in a pool. The leeches are gonna suck your blood. Do you try to pinch your butthole? Do you try to like invert your pee-pee? What do? This video will teach you. I'm kidding. I don't know. I didn't watch it. You ever just looking for like the right kind of bullshit to put on in the background though? That's what matters. That's what matters. Fauci. Republican vaccine deniers are hurting efforts to lift COVID restrictions. On the one hand, they want to be relieved of the restrictions. On the other hand, they don't want to get vaccinated. Okay. Sorry. You want to see the taller Diona? That's so typical. Check it out. I don't like her. Like, let a lolly be a lolly. These people, like, got a real bone to pick. She looks older, too. Ew.
It's not like they're trying to, have her be taller. It's just they edited for her to look taller just to see what she would look like.
She looks older. Look at her hair. Look at her face. They made her older. See? Boom. I get why people are scared of lollies, because people are, they're doing terrible things with them. But let them just exist.
It's not so much that they're scared of lollies. They're scared of people who like lollies.
Well, Dragon Maid is to blame.
No.
Yes.
There's a lot of stuff that came before.
Kana and her thickness are unfortunate. Because you shouldn't see a girl that looks that tiny and think, oh my god, let me touch her thighs. But Kana's adorable in all the wrong ways. And they play with it with that other stupid girl character who's like blowing her load every moment she's next to this chick.
Look, man, it's made a heck of a lot worse with previous lollies that have been in anime where...
You're right. I don't watch anything with lollies, so I guess I wouldn't even know the best / worst, representation of animes and lollies in anime. Yeah, what are the worst? Are you guys, versed in what I'm talking about? Do you know the worst depictions of lollies because maybe they hypersexualize them or something like that in an anime? Let me know in the comment section below. As we continue up this list, we arrive at what? Oh yeah, I came back down because one of the entries was bullshit. Typical. Number 7. All right. He said, I have a riddle for you. That's my energy. I jump from beneath my bridge. And I say, riddle me this, wench. What? Why are you calling me that? Yeah, because we gotta mentally break you down to our level, make you feel like, you're not worth anything, so you never run away. Even before the relationship begins. I'm so proud of you for wearing something like that when you have such fat hips.
Holy shit, and just like that it started raining. What have you done? You've angered the sky gods.
Kyle doesn't even need to be in Africa to bring the rains down. You know what I mean?
You mean to bless them.
Well, I only curse the rains. No. Yes, big titties. Now, number 7. He says, I have a riddle for you. And then he took my hand and traced a line down the middle of my palm. This is a river. It is too wide to jump over. Due deep. That's what it says. That's what it says, and that's why you can't blame me, because I'm just reading. Due deep. This is a river. It is too wide to jump over, too deep to wade across, too fast to swim across, and too long to go around. It ain't the only thing that's long. There is a bunny stuck on the other side of it. How does the bunny cross the river? After 10 minutes of me trying to guess the answer, I gave up and asked him, how does the bunny get across the river? And he says, who cares? I just wanted to hold your hand. Number 6.
Animal Crossing music.
Yeah, I'm the one pissing off the sky now? Bro, the rain is not pleased with that last entry. Number 6. Told me how to draw. Told me he liked to draw and asked for my number so that he could send me some examples. Then he free-handed a picture of a moose for me. Well, he's not a bad artist. You would think if some guy comes up to you and goes, hey, I can draw, can I send you some pictures? First picture you expect is a picture of a dick. I drew this. It's a spitting image, if you know what I mean.
I'd ask for proof before I gave them my number.
I sent you my dick pic. So,
Pick.
it's a pic of my dick. Dick pic, dick pic.
Do you have anything to drink over there?
If I had something to drink over here, I'd be drinking it. Fuck this list, okay? I owe
Did you not bring anything?
the people here a debt of gratitude because you're kind, you're incredible. You deserve better than what I'm giving you. Even the sky can't calm itself. This isn't a small amount of rain. It wasn't even overcast today. But look at it now. Is that boy streaming? Zeus, no! Do not regard me by my dead name. I'm Zeus Ella now. Lady of Lightning. Whoa, man. Please, you know what? Just kill me right now. I'm tired of all this. Are you implying that you would rather die than live in a world that's progressive? That's where I get my insurance. Zeus, man, you whack now. Used to be cool. Zeus used to be cool. Now he has progressive for insurance. There's nothing wrong with progressive for insurance, but why does a god need insurance with progressive? Is that good? I should be a commercial, man, where the insurance is so good that a god could benefit from it. Zeusella. It's just so, like, I feel like the beauty of some of my comedy is how lazy it is because I'm trying to think it up on the fly. Zeus Ella. Oh, God.
Or my Zuzella.
Now that it's raining more than ever. Told you I'd be here forever. My new name is Zeus Ella. Ella. Awful. Pikachu says,
I can draw cute ice cream.
and then you guys put emojis. Yeah, you guys drew that. Well, you did it.
No, you dick, she can.
I can draw. I'm not saying that you can't also draw it, but like Linda saying I can draw a circle and then putting the emoji of a circle like she drew that.
This is just a representation of what a circle looks like to give you an idea of what I can draw.
Oh, like a circle. Thank you for the representation. I might otherwise not have known what you meant. Titty-tastic. Number 15. We were 15 years old.
You say?
The opening credits of the movie started. He put his hand around me and said, if I'm going to start flirting, I'd better start early. We've been together for 23 years. Yo, that's funny. William said I can draw a blank. That's funny. Yo, you make me wish I had like a conservative audience like Chuckle. All I have is sitcom audience. And it's like too much. You know? I want like a conservative audience Chuckle. I'd have to look that up. Maybe even like, you know, a groaning kind of...
Oh my goodness.
Oh man, I really appreciate that joke. Cedric Cullen says, what type of moose is that? All I know is it doesn't compare to the girth of Kyle. Okay? I don't remember what I was looking up earlier, but it was like supposed to be some sort of creature. And in America they look like deer, but in Sweden they look like moose. And it was some kind of Swedish animal. And I wonder if just typing in Swedish? No, Swedish meatballs is the first thing to come up. Well, at least the Swedes here have a legacy. A legacy.
Make it seem like no one else is a legacy.
I should make Swedish meatballs. Number 5. -1. We'd met previously and he was trying to get out of the friend zone and quickly. I told him I was too busy to date. He offered to hang out with me while I plowed through a ton of errands, including an oil change, getting gas, returning shoes, picking up cleaning, and blowing up balloons for a party. Plowed. Blowing. Kyle. Deep. Why is she using all these terms? Blowing up balloons for a party. She could have said inflating, bro. Which also is kinky, but, you know, not as on the surface. Are you alright? You dying back there? Is the rain killing you? What's happening?
I feel like barfing. Please keep reading.
Why do you feel like throwing up? And you want to let the class know too?
I don't know. I feel nauseous.
It's probably just Zeus and all his god buddies. Fucking, you know, there's supposed to be a manner of curses around you, protecting you from all of this bullshit. You sure you're not like willing yourself into this kind of feeling?
Shut up. I've been feeling like this for like the past hour.
Like I'm not a talented warlock. It's true. You know. Or wizard, depending on your ilk. You know.
No saltines.
Of course there are saltines.
Where?
They're probably on lower racks. I saw a full box of club crackers.
Those aren't saltines.
But they're like the bougiest one too.
No, specifically saltines because it's supposed to like settle an upset stomach.
Why are you wanting?
No, I'm not wanting.
Oh, saltines settle an upset stomach?
Yeah. So
Have you tried putting a cold pot on your belly?
Shut up.
Because the coldness will get away with the badness.
Anyway.
Old cold belly badness.
Because Linda suggested saltines, and it's something that people eat to settle a stomach, so it's ginger ale.
Have you tried dangling and spinning a mirror in a candlelit room?
What's wrong with you?
I tried to say the dumbest thing. I tried to say the most hokey, like superstitious bullshit. Dangling a mirror, dangling and spinning a mirror in a candlelit room. You know, you'll need one chicken to break the neck of. It's necessary. You understand? Oh, they were Swedish elk. Okay. Why do Swedish elk look so fucking incredible and so moose-like? See? That's a Swedish elk.
You should be looking.
And this is an albino one. He's beautiful. He's like the Kyle of elk, you know? Supposed to be black. But instead, people just it just rains like it's raining in real life, and they go, wait a minute. This guy's just a big white and then you look up a normal elk, okay? What is this deer-looking motherfucker? Okay? Why? And is it just because we've named the wrong animal elk? I think we have. I think in America we have named the wrong animal elk. This is what an elk looks like here. But in Sweden... Well, look, you need to get off the white one. I clicked that one and lost this one.
Okay, so no, they're different. They're different. There are like physical differences. One of them being that elk are smaller than moose.
I'm not saying moose and elk aren't, different. I'm just saying, for the most part, Sweden's elk looks like he could beat the shit out of a American elk in a fight.
It probably wouldn't.
What do you mean probably wouldn't? You think a normal elk could take on?
A normal elk is smaller than a moose.
It's not a race. It's not to see who could get away. I think this dude could beat the other one's ass.
I'm saying that confidently that a moose could probably beat the crap out of an elk.
Bro, stop with the moose. I'm just saying the Swedish elk is moose-like and could beat the shit out of a normal elk. Do not change my venue, okay? These are the Pokemon fighting. Swedish elk, normal elk. Moose can watch, okay? And go. And you know who Moose is rooting for because this guy looked more like Moose.
Well, why?
He looked more like Moose.
Why do you think a Swedish elk would be able to beat up a regular elk?
Because look at them. They're bigger. And the mystical powers as well.
No.
You know? Plus I give him some club crackers before this all begins. Some other dumb reference. Play this song in the background. You should be alright. Give him a motivational speech. They always want to keep you down. They want to tell you that you're not as good because you're from Sweden. They regard you as some sort of foreigner, like you're incapable or would have to try way harder just to achieve what they can naturally. But do you know what, Swedish elk? You're better. You're greater. And what happens today won't be a measure of who you are or what you're capable of. It will be a demonstration for the sponsors. Keebler's Club Crackers. Have it at your next dinner party. With cheese, with different types of ham. It will be delicious. Can you imagine if somebody heard this song and they cried every time? And I was playing it like a piece of shit? Homeless says the Swedes are pretty adorable. Yes, I do believe the Swedes are dickable. They seem like very kind people, and that's what matters. It's really coming down out there. So let me finish this list. Did I get to the end of this? I probably didn't, because I'm a piece of shit. So number 4, okay? We met previously and he was trying to get out of the friend zone quickly. I told him that I was too busy to date. He offered to hang out with me while I plowed through some errands, including an oil change, getting gas, returning shoes, picking up cleaning, and blowing up balloons for a party. It was so nice to have support of me being and me doing stuff, and it was nice, low-key, no pressure hanging out to get to know each other. I was so busy that day that I forgot to eat lunch, and he got me a donut and a coffee. I married him. These stories are not good because they're showing you just what persistence is all about, you know? Because sometimes girls operate under the assumption that they'll be doing this forever, you know? But when they're made aware that, no, this shit's short, you may not have as much time as you think you have, to be able to just convince her, listen, let me give those breasts one caress, and if you can see straight, then I will no longer be straight. See what I did there? Breasts. As we continue number 3, I'm not sure this counts as flirting, but he read my favorite book just so that we'd have something in common to talk about. That's not flirting, but it's wonderful. I don't know if I'd read the book. I'd probably get some kind of summary online and then read portions. Get some kind of portions. Yeah. I'd get into, maybe I'd listen to an audiobook later. I guess that counts as reading it.
Yeah.
I really want to listen to some Philip K. Dick audiobooks. I think that would be very fun. Want to give a special shout out to Anil and YNK as usual. You guys are hardcore. Recognition of Cedric and Gajeel. You guys really... Wait a minute. Who do you think the boss is? Who da boss? Gajeel is the boss again. Get dunked on.
Also, that's the health.
Damn, son. Gajeel, you're the boss if you want any gifts to happen. Sorry I diminished some of the gifts at the bottom of the screen because I think I was playing a game and I didn't want them. Oh, I was playing Spider-Man, which I need to continue. Got a real problem actually following through with things these days. But I will. Just for you. You guys deserve it. We also need to do this Mario Kart stream. It's pretty ridiculous. Plus, I should hurry up through this because I kind of wanted to read another list just to make up for some lost time and then do some other lists. So, actually, before I read the final 2 entries, I want to give you guys the other lists and ask that you tell me which you might be interested in, even if we're just quickly going through probably 10 entries or so. Another list that I pulled up says, what never fails to make you cry or tear up? Another one says, what is your favorite quote from SpongeBob? I don't know why I thought to include this. Okay, I don't know if anybody heard that. So another one says, what's a fact that leads to scary thoughts? Yeah, so you guys vote for that. Pikachu says, I'll be right back really fast. The choir of black women said behind me. Teddy Oyama says, yay, LOL, more Spider-Man. Spider-Man. The scary thoughts one. Oh, look at you. Look at all of you in the scary thoughts one. I don't think it's as scary as you guys are going to think it is, but, you know, I appreciate it. You know, we'll appreciate it together. So, number 2, okay? It was my first day in middle school, and this kid asked to see my planner. I handed it to him. He flipped to the contact section and left me his name and number. I'll never forget how smooth he was.
That's cute.
Middle school, bro.
And he already understood.
Middle school, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to see that.
Whoa. Number 1, man. Damn, that motherfucker's smoother than all of us. That dude's smoother than peanut butter. So smooth. I'm reverting back to puberty. He's harvesting my smoothness. Number 1.
Be smoother than me.
A guy told me that he liked my shoes and asked me where I'd gotten them. We were in a bowling alley. Dude, that's genius.
That's cute.
That's great. Hey, I like your shoes. Where'd you get them? Like even outside of that context, the joke works on a lot of levels because it's not like a man wants a woman's shoes, but to ask her where she got it, and they're in a bowling alley. Wow, the whole time. Ha ha ha! It's so funny.
I'm pretty sure that it would get a laugh out of me if a guy were to have asked me, "Hey, where'd you get your shoes?" and we're in a bowling alley. That's incredibly fucking cute.
Intriguing.
Seraphin.
One of my hard drives cannot be reached. That or these links are somehow broken. Why would you do this to yourself? Allow me access to these things that I need. Because if they're no longer available, then you fucked me. You've wounded me. I needed these songs. Look what you've done. Thank God for Kevin McLeod. We're gonna go with Lost Frontier. Because the song should be somewhere, yet it is not. Unbelievable, really. Here it is. I can download it. And then I'll just click it when it's done downloading down here. You guys asked for this, so here it is. And what it is are true facts that lead to scary thoughts. Number 10. Global warming is assisting certain fungus to become more adapted to warmer temperatures, and there are now many documented cases worldwide of deadly, often untreatable fungal infections in humans. In the past, our body temperature was high enough to prevent the fungus from surviving. The next pandemic won't be viral, it will likely be fungal. Deadly, untreatable fungal infections? Candor said lame, like it's not that big a deal, but it sounds terrifying. The idea of, because of the heat, things being able to survive that would otherwise just be like,
No, this isn't an ideal, habitat. Son of a bitch.
but then because the whole planet gets hot, it's just like William said, Last of Us Real Life Edition. Here we go. So we continue up to number 9. At any given moment, we could develop an aneurysm, have a stroke, or Alzheimer's. Years of education, knowledge, experiences, and memories erased. No longer able to walk or talk or know who anyone is. A simple fall down the stairs, a slip on the ice, a car accident, hard enough to hit the head, and it's gone. You know how many times I've been like balancing on one leg in the shower and almost slipped and thought that could have been my whole fucking life, son.
Why would you do that?
It's not deliberate. These things just happen sometimes. You know, while I'm washing my hot, beautiful body, preparing it for the titty time. Pikachu says, I'm back now. Sorry, I left my drink downstairs. It's okay. You don't need to apologize. You know, sometimes I need all the drinks in the house. One is not enough. All of them. And I'll situate them around me in a ring while I dangle mirrors and spin them. And the flickering light bounces across the room while the projections are cast by the mirror as it spins violently in my room.
Come to me, dark angels.
I cry. As we continue up this list, number 8, man. Every year you will pass the anniversary of your death. So spooky. Oh my god. Candor says, are you drinking Coke? Drink Coke? You don't drink it. What? That's what your nose is for, dummy. Wait, what are you guys talking about?
Ruth said that she came back with her drink.
Number 7.
She was drinking Coke.
I don't even think you got my joke. Did you?
P. Kyle Craft.
Did you get my joke?
Yeah, I got the joke.
What was it?
We don't condone the usage of drugs.
Oh yeah,
Bad
sure.
drugs.
Speaking of drugs.
Bad drugs. Drugs that are not beneficial to your health or well-being. Take that as you will.
For some reason, the song "Wouldn't It Be Nice" is in my head. Wouldn't it be nice? That's a great song to torture somebody to. Like you trap them somewhere, and they have to listen to a song on repeat.
Oh, you just reminded me of something.
Wouldn't it be nice? Over and over. Fucked up.
I saw a pretty hardcore cartel video a couple of weeks ago.
You're watching cartel videos while I'm sleeping?
Yes.
Pretty hardcore.
And in one of them, the man has no hands or face anymore. And in the background, Funky Town is playing. Take me to Funky Town.
Dia just shared with me an anecdote where she was watching. So here's another scary thought, for you. Dia was watching cartel videos where a dude had his hands chopped off, maybe even ripped off, and his face was partially off. And what Dia says, oh, the face was completely off. Forgive me, partially. No, fully off. You've heard of face off, okay? But this is a real life version of that. And hands off, face and hands off. This is a sequel. And if that wasn't enough, what she says is that the whole scene was punctuated by the song Funky Town, which for people who may not remember, sounds like this. Beep, 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 beep. Well, I talk about it, talk about it, talk about it, talk about it, boop, 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 boop. Talk about, bro. I want you to take me to fuck it town. Starts raining again. He's like, shut up down there. Shut up. Damn.
It also added.
It's in Shrek 2? Bro. You know how many songs recently I wanted to enjoy? And Dia's like, that song's in Shrek. And I'm like, what? So now it's forever tied to that meme movie and I can't bring it up? Is there something in my mouth?
If anything, it's thanks to Shrek that a lot of that music survived, including frickin' All-Star. That band was barely known.
If it weren't for Shrek, y'all wouldn't even know this song.
Not so much that, but they brought them back to relevancy. And obviously it isn't to say that, the movie made a bunch of different things relevant again or anything like that. But I feel like for any kid who didn't know that music, you got to know it and enjoyed it.
As we continue this terrifying list. Number 6. Based on current furniture building methods, the velocity of fire catches and spreads on modern items. Fire spreading in my mouth, dude. The velocity that a fire catches and spreads on modern items is a bit terrifying when compared to legacy. Or old furniture, I would imagine. Pure construction methods and materials, solid wood, for example, a small test can be seen here.
Ooh, that's a hot take.
Hold on, because I feel like I need to. I'm trying not to.
You should mute it. Don't force yourself to keep whatever in.
I'm like trying to get rid of this annotation. There it is. I had to scroll to the left. It looks like we're getting something in the way of a demonstration of how houses burn. That's fucking crazy. And apparently an old school room, based on the furniture alone, is not as combustible as an old school room.
I don't know, man. Just about everything back then had asbestos, so I'm surprised that it's not going up in flames immediately. More asbestos. Oh, more asbestos.
This is terrifying. Because these moments could mean the difference in somebody living or dying. So we continue up this list and obliterate it. We arrive at number 5. We do not know exactly how many nuclear weapons exist, or that the Soviet Union lost track of during its existence, but we know that it's not 0. I'm sure those were just rolled into whatever Russia's stockpile is right now. Maybe they sold 2 or 3, you know? What the hell? Number 4, you don't know what you forgot. There's kind of like the, Alzheimer's one. Ugh, wait a minute. It was a friggin' beard hair. That's what was in my throat, and I'm like, what the fuck?
I've experienced that way too many times.
With my beard hair?
With any of your hair. Like sometimes...
Wait, what other, like my head hair?
Yeah, your head hair, your...
Or hair from head?
Yeah.
No, that's really wrong. Because I don't know why when you said, we're moving on. So, number 2, okay? In simple terms, a cancer cell is a cell that is damaged or not working properly, which leads to a rapid division and abnormal mass growth. Our body has mechanisms to kill cells that aren't doing their jobs properly, and every day, nonstop, our body looks for them and then kills them. The problem with cancer is that the problem of cancer are not the damaged cells. It's that our body missed a pesky little shitty damaged cell, and now it is divided and replicated and turned into a growing mass. Since the moment we are born, we have these faulty cells. And since the moment we are born, our body works to correct it by killing them. Every single day until you die. And for some people, until a day that it misses one and all hell breaks loose. I never viewed cancer as like that. Like basically people monitoring a conveyor belt and picking off the ones that are bad, because if they miss one of the ones that are bad, it'll replicate at the end of that belt. And if it replicates, oh shit. You know what I mean?
Remember Cells at Work? They explored that, remember?
Cells at Work got fucking amazing. And it's so awesome because it was such an overwhelming feeling. If you guys haven't seen this anime called Cells at Work that I've always teased, it feels like...
You're welcome.
Wow, Teddy Oyama just naturally brought it up. But yeah, Cells at Work feels like an anime that was made by some Japanese motherfucker that wanted to study, but couldn't stop watching anime. So he had the brilliant idea that he was going to make an anime that was going to teach people about how the cells in the body work. And Cells at Work is literally an exploration of that. And, without spoiling too much, cancer does make an appearance. And it has never, ever, I have never had an anime so effortlessly get you on the side of everybody versus this villain. And it's because it's cancer. It's like, yes, we hate you. Die. And then the show kind of pitches him as like don't I deserve to live? And it's like, bro, you're cancer. You know what I mean? You can't be here.
And he's just screaming the fact that, like he deserves to exist just as much as any other cell in the body. And it's like, no.
Teddy Oyama says, have you seen the black version? There's like a girthy Kyle throbbing version of Cells at Work.
I've never heard of
What the hell does that mean? Black version? Oh, what if it's like a dub with black people?
Cells at Work Code Red?
What? No, it says Code Black. What? What is this? Is it a manga? But he asked, have I seen it? No, we haven't even finished the first one because it was just like a joke thing that got thrown on. But Dia's just like cartwheeling around the room because she's like, yes! Cells in the body!
We haven't even finished it, so I'm gonna get back into it eventually.
Like, I wish I could just show you too much of it without YouTube losing its mind, bro. Cells at Work intro.
It's an anime too, says Teddy.
Okay, give me just the intro. Give me just the intro. Bro. Oh. I've never heard it in Japanese.
Neither have I.
Yeah.
I bet it sounds cute.
She's like a red blood cell, right?
Yeah.
And they're all just, you know. Oh my god. It's so adorable. What's that? What are these guys again? Who are these guys? They show up and they kick the ass when shit's going nuts. What happened?
I think they're called T-cells. Killer T-cells.
T-cells. They were badass.
They're...
I should watch that again from the beginning and learn some things. Yeah. Oh boy.
You know,
K Haven bringing up Osmosis Jones. He taking it back to the old school. Dunking on these children. Have you heard of Osmosis Jones, a 2001 movie? No, you haven't? Osmosis Jones was a big deal. I tried to explain this to Dio one day. I was like, Osmosis Jones had a WB Kids show, okay? He was on WB Kids WB, with the likes of Pokemon. I think Yu-Gi-Oh! Was airing at the time. We had a lot of weird shows like Zoids that was simultaneously on Kids WB and Toonami type blocks. We had shows like Shaolin Showdown and Jackie Chan Adventures. We had Men in Black. Men in Black's a weird anime. Not an anime, a weird cartoon, you know? It was really different. I don't think the show was particularly amazing, but I just really like the animation style. Come here, bitch. That's enough, okay? You can't just take Will Smith characters and make an animated TV show with them, you know? But you can dump a bucket of leeches on this man and let's figure out, how do you survive in a... Okay. We're going back to the list. We're going to finish this list, and I apologize. I also apologize for being away for a while, but that's what me making this up right now is all about. Number 1 on this list of what's a fact that leads to scary thoughts, apparently, is talking to someone and never batting an eye on whether or not it'll be the last conversation you ever have with them. That's why I always pour out love. I dump out the love onto the chests of people that I speak to because it could be the last time ever. Mucha lucha, mucha lucha. Dia, have you ever heard of Mucha Lucha?
Of course, I watched it.
Why? Because you like the Flea?
No.
That was the Flea show. Fuck these other guys. I don't remember their names, bro, but I remember the Flea.
Someone else mentioned Shaolin Showdown. I love that show.
I mentioned Shaolin Showdown. It was me.
Oh, because someone else mentioned it in the chat. Sorry.
I just don't. Nobody.
There was also the Jackie Chan show.
Hey, yeah, Teddy Oyama, you need to hit me with some of your favorite sites, if you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, on the Discord. Yeah, Titty-tacular. Because I don't want to end up needing to get every, anime we need to watch. I just want to watch it online. Let that be the end of it. We also need to watch some Miyazaki stuff. Oh, there's my Swedish elk. So guys, sorry, don't want to keep you for too long, but that was that entry. That was the end of it, where it was saying, you know, this could be the last conversation you have with anybody. Apologize for not doing these lists. It's just some of these days have been so fucking awful. What is a phrase you hate hearing from people? That's not list material. And the ones that are don't get upvoted. And of course, many of them are just reposts as well. What's your favorite movie quote that gives away the film without saying the title? Come on, guys. Yeah, I read this one, so I should upvote it. Oh, boy. What's socially acceptable in the US that would be horrifying in the UK? I'm just going to read the top one. What do you think, Dia? You have any guesses? The top one reads, when my British friends were Come on, man. You need to end this. You're turning into a little baby, man. Number one, when my Brit friends were visiting, they were horrified when the waiter took their credit cards to swipe back at the terminal. This made them really uncomfortable. Yeah, because you shouldn't be volunteering your fucking credit card to anybody. Just because some people with money here have banks that won't even bat an eyelash to that bullshit and refund their bitch ass money. Some of us ain't walking around with a crazy amount of money on our card to the point where if we lost 100 or so, it would be something that we could just wait 4 to 5 business days to have returned. Do you know what I'm talking about? That is so inconvenient. Even if we knew we were going to get that money back, to have to wait the business days for it to be refunded, to have in some cases there be an actual fraud investigation where you have to fill out all of this bullshit, even though you didn't do anything but get your money stolen. You gotta, fill out all of this crap and then wait. You're gonna get your money. You know what I mean? Yeah, sure, but it's not available to you right now. That's your money that you can't use when you need it. And you sitting there like, should I call JG Wentworth? 877 cash now? I have a structured settlement, but I need cash now. Call JG Wentworth. 877 cash. Now. I have a structured settlement, but I need cash now. I'm sorry for that entry. What was the next one? Saying someone has a lot of spunk. So it's all just jokes. Great. I say that I get thrown out of the club. Do ya? That's all I wanted to do. Was emphasize to people that I had the love, that they should stop killing and dying and hurting and crying and practice what they preach instead of turning the other cheek, dear. Father, 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 help us, send some guidance from above. People got me questioning, is Zeus now a woman? Now a woman. Now a woman. Zeus changed his gender. Wow, Zeus, you're really setting an example. I feel like I'm motivated. I'm empowered. People would just upvote anything on these fucking dumb pages now, Dia. It's a picture, okay, first of all, let me just show you a picture first, okay? It's a picture of a dude playing Guitar Hero at an arcade. And then I'm going to read the caption and then we're going to examine this picture. So depression is an everyday battle. Let me read it the way that they want you to receive it. Depression is an everyday battle, but today I choose happiness. Inspirational, motivational stuff, Don't let anyone tell you. To me, I don't care what anyone thinks. Me, I'm going to really turn it up. I'm going to have the time of my life on my Guitar Hero controller. See, the weird part is the Guitar Hero game is behind him. Okay? These aren't the types of things people scrutinize when they give this a nice upvote. So I'm going to go ahead and upvote it one time. But the Guitar Hero arcade cabinet is behind him. So he's not playing. He's exclusively posing for this picture. The biggest question for me, Dia, is who took this picture? Do you think that they knew when they were taking this picture that this man would be posting it on a forum? and for upvotes or likes or whatever people do on the internet, and then making the uninteresting picture relevant by saying, depression is not going to hold me down. It's not going to break my stride. Dia? Whoa, I've got to keep on posing. Nobody's gonna break my stride. Bro.
I really like that song.
Who sings that song?
I can't remember.
Nobody gonna break my stride. The song is by Matthew Wilder.
Good night, Ruth.
Good night to the Ruth. Ooh, boom, ding, 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 bing, bing. We can't play that song. Last night I had the strangest dream. Did I really remember the opening lyrics to that?
Yep.
That's awesome. I think I remember the opening lyrics to it, and I don't want to get struck, but I want to get to the part where he's like, hold on. Get in there. Get in there.
Last night I had the strangest dream.
Yeah, baby. I love it when men, they really hit some of those, ooh, just milky melodies, that could probably, be comparable to that of a lady's voice. That's how some dudes want to pass and sound, dear. Last night I had the strangest dream. I took a boat to China. Some bullshit like that. I don't remember the lyrics. Hold on, let me see.
I sailed away to China.
I sailed away to China. Okay. 'Cause I was gonna get a vagina. That'd be cool. It's a song about getting a surgery. Nobody's gonna break my stride. They tell me that I can't have the genitals that I want, but I've got to keep on moving. I found a surgeon in China who's not gonna ask too many questions. Whoa, he's got to keep on slicing. Enough. Stupid. I hope that you guys have had a Club Crackers day and that things make sense. And I get my shit together. This is the rhythm of the night. There's 2 rhythm of the night songs. Yeah, that's the creepy part. There's 2 rhythm of the night songs. Okay, so I hope that you guys have had. I hope that I've showed you tonight that, you may have felt like you were missing something. Man, you think our picks, because I don't want to feel like some kind of hater. I mean, I upvoted the post, so surely now I am allowed to have some things to say about this man not facing the machine for the game that he's playing. You and I as gamers may watch a TV show and watch somebody just smacking, just tapping furiously the buttons on a controller that's not even turned on. And then maybe we see the screen and the game is like a Nintendo game, but they had like a PS4 controller, and you already know that they didn't have the third party hardware to make it work with that. It was just, it's not even on. It's not even on. And we have a problem with that. But then we see this. From the right angles, you have the shape of a baby. And I feel like I should get you one of those onesies with the button. Onesie. Button. Flap. Oh my god. Can it not get raunchy? Because I just wanted to. Never mind.
You're gonna have to look it up.
I'm gonna look it up on another monitor. Hold on. No, they're not even because those are long. Okay, well, here's the thing. I mean the ones that don't have legs. So would I type legless onesie? Let's see what I can do here. Dia, all of these pictures demonstrate the flap by having the girls with their asses facing the camera. There's tasteful ways to do this, I'm sure. Look at this fucking female. What the hell, Dia? Damn. It's great because it doesn't even become about what she's advertising. Titties that big and then thighs that ridiculous. She's got to be squishing them too by like sitting in a way where it presses the thighs wider. It's truly an art form. Some of these women making themselves look so captivating, because if they can't figure out ways to pose and ways to press their meat, then they actually learn technology. Some girls are willing to learn the technology to actually alter images of themselves. But maybe that's innovation nowadays, because they make it nice and simple. They build it into the user interface where you can just pinch and tweak and stretch and squeeze. Bro, wow. What's Lone Bit talking about as a fetish? Oh my gosh. So guys, I love you. I'm sorry. Link us the pics, Kyle. It was just me looking up onesie button flap, and it's a bunch of people with their ass facing the camera talking about, yeah, is this what you want? Like, wow. And of course, if I showed that, be the end of the world, because YouTube does not like to acknowledge the human form outside of an educational purpose. Maybe I should be posing in front of Guitar Hero, arcade cabinets, because that's what people are gonna like. It's like a and I'm black dia. So, I just let people know that I was struggling with depression, and just looking for a little This is a really interesting composition for a shot. The way that the person held the bird into where their eye is, but what's really scary is the look on her face. She could have calmed herself, but she looks kind of like manic. Do you agree with where I'm coming from with this? Like, there's like Cruella energy in her eyes, more so than whatever was going on in that bullshit movie where they don't want to really make her a villain. She's not a villain yet. What?
Yeah, they try to humanize people, and it pisses me off. Or villains. I shouldn't say people. They try. A lot of movies now are trying to humanize past villains, and it's like, no, they're villains.
Man, sometimes looking through Reddit comments just makes me feel fucking crazy. Like, y'all really write shit like this? I see what you did there. That's the kind of thing I would say out loud. But if I wrote it, I'd probably need to punch myself a couple of times. One time for each word that I wrote. Bitch. Don't be so stupid on the internet. I should say these things to myself, but I don't. Linda said she's going to bite that bird's head off. She's stealing the bird's soul. Resident Evil 8 screenshot looks great. Man, y'all shouldn't talk about that. Kyle's too much of a chicken bitch pussy man to play any of those games. Oh no, I'm too scared. Too scared. It's a good thing nobody donating is deciding, hey, you do it, Kyle. And with that, I should end the list before I give anybody any ideas. And I love you, and I wish to see more of you in the future. Won't you come back? I'm leaving you a bottle of wine here. And if you want company to finish it, open the front door. Take that top off. But if you don't, if you want to be alone, that's cool too. I respect you and where you're coming from. And I know that you're planning your death in the future. Yeah. Every year you pass your death anniversary. Stupid. So I'll see you guys soon. Take it easy. Watch out for the ghosts. They're coming. Love you. Bye. Bye.